Hi everybody, this is Rich from IO Audio. I just wanted to wish everybody a massive happy new year and hope you had a good Christmas. If you're like me, January is a really good time to start fresh, wipe the slate clean and kind of look at what you did in the previous year and how you can either replicate that or work on it and develop it. So I always do like January, but we're still in the kind of depths of winter as well, so you've still got the long nights, and if you work in a studio or you're working in a voice booth on your own all day, you've got that kind of solitary feeling as well. So we still have to, even though it's a good feeling like getting into January and starting again and starting fresh, still have to keep an eye on my mental health. So I just wanted to share a few things that I do, and I do that throughout the year as well. It's not just winter time, but it helps a lot more during the winter months when you can't get out as much. One of the things that I do, I absolutely love my cycling, so the exercise that I get from that really helps my mental health. Sometimes I can be sat in the studio and you get those times where you feel that everything's on top of you and you can't really see the woods for the trees, and you can be quite down on yourself and there's a lot of pressure from lots of different sides, and you kind of get stuck in a bit of a rut even on a kind of daily basis, and going out on the bike just alleviates all that. I can be sat in here sort of, in a bad mood, and then go out. I've got a local climb that I cycle up to the top of, and I can be up there and back within an hour. And after that, I'm just a completely different person. And I notice that if I'm stuck for like creativity, if I go out on the bike, I'll start to come up with ideas as 20 minutes into the ride. Once my mind's cleared a little bit and the endorphins get going, ideas start to come to my mind, and it's then I can't wait to get back to the studio and start to implement those ideas. So exercise is really important for me. We've got an allotment, which is good. It's not as good as the bike for me. It is good. Once I've been down there a couple of hours and I've escaped everything and I've been working on building something, my mind's taken away from stuff. That really helps as well. Although sometimes the allotment can seem like another job that I've got to do. Once I've been down there for an hour or two and gotten into it, it does really help to kind of break away from what's going on at work and what's going on at home. So yeah, cycling is just works wonders for me. Whatever you're into, whether it's walking, gardening or whatever, try and perhaps spend half an hour a day away from your working environment, if you work at home especially, to help your mental health that way as well. Another big thing for me over the last 12 months is not drinking alcohol. So I stopped drinking last Christmas. I wanted to give myself a full year of not drinking as a kind of experiment to see how it affected me and my productivity. So that's been really good. One of the things that's come from that is reading a lot as well. So I've read pretty much every night all last year. So reading every night for however long always just knocks me out. I read to the point where I just can't read anymore and I've got to put the book down and go to sleep. And that kind of sleep is the kind of sleep that you want. In previous years where I might have drank alcohol and it can affect your sleep for 2 or 3 days without you noticing really. You might not noticing it affecting your sleep as much, but it definitely affected my sleep, and especially having little ones in the house as well. Yeah, I noticed just last year my sleeping was a lot better. And like I say, the reading aspect of it as well is another way of calming your mind down and focusing on something different other than what's going on in your house and what's going on at work. So yeah, those are two things that have been really good for me with my mental health. And the other thing as well, if you're working alone, there are voiceover groups that you can join and social events that you can join as a voiceover, or if you work in a studio with audio. But also having like a handful of people colleagues in the industry that you can ring up and just, you know, say, how are you doing? You know, if you're a bit quiet, you can sort of share that information, what's going on in the industry, why is it quiet? Because if you are quiet and you're sat on your own in your studio, for me, it's kind of, I can think, you know, what am I doing wrong? What have I done wrong? Am I not doing enough marketing or blah, blah, blah? And you can get into this kind of cycle in your own mind that it's you. And in fact, it's 9 times out of 10, it probably isn't you. It's probably just something that's going on in the industry. It's a bit quiet at the moment. It's a bit quiet time of the year. So don't be afraid to pick up the phone to people, and you can ring us as well. You know, I spoke to somebody on the phone for about an hour yesterday. We were talking about the industry. They were sharing their thoughts about why haven't I made it this far, and why aren't I doing this? And it's good to just share that information with each other, because then you know, you realize that it's not just you that's going through a quiet period with work. So yeah, having contact with people, exercising, perhaps try and dry January if you do like a drink, just to see how it affects your sleeping patterns and your productivity and everything. I might do a video about the no drinking a bit of a longer one later. But yeah, so yeah, those are three things that really helped me. Again, if you need any information from us, or if you do have any questions, or you want to just ring us up and say what's going on, just feel free to call us or email us or anything. And we're happy to help and happy to talk to people. So all the best for the new year. I wish you all the best, not just with work, but with your health as well. Make sure you take care of yourself and your mental health. And yeah, we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.